My channel is all about celebrating amazing artists from all over the world. And that's how we got here to celebrating Berq, who is a German singer-songwriter that's amazing. He came on my radar a couple months ago because of Sophie. Shout out to you, Sophie. Sophie is one of my supporters over on Patreon, and she's an ambassador for Berq. And that's how my channel works. The people that support me on Patreon are ambassadors for their favorite artists. You can see all these song recommendations right here. And what happens is people vote on the song recommendations. That's how I build community. And then I react to the songs that kind of rise to the top in the community. I put some of those reactions up on YouTube and then deep dive more over on Patreon for those of you supporting the channel. So thank you so much for your support. If you'd like to be an additional supporter for Berq and be an ambassador for him, the link to my Patreon is down in the description. I have lots and lots and lots and lots of reactions that I do every week, every month. So you can keep him on my radar. Last thing to tell you about, I've been a vocal coach for the last 26 years now. It's a new year. This is my amazing team of teachers that teach with me here in the Manhattan, tri-state Philadelphia area. We do in-person lessons out here, but we have students online now, especially with this channel, all over the world. So if you need a vocal coach, hit us up. The link to that is also down in the description. Okay, I'm very excited to get into this song. His songwriting is fascinating. So here we go. Let's check it out. This is Berq. Mein Hass tritt dir die Haustür ein. Es tut mir leid, mein Deutsch ist nicht super, aber ja, aber I'm out of words. Also, okay, here we go. This is the first time I've heard this too.
Mein Hass tritt dir die Haustür ein. Er wird versuchen, nicht zu grob zu sein. Hab keine Angst, er bringt dich schon nicht um. Für den Fall, dass du noch kannst, kehrst du dann besser nicht mehr um.
That tone of his voice.
Mein Hass tritt dir die Haustür ein. Hab ihn gebeten, nicht zu grob zu sein. Doch bei bösen Jungs hat er sich nicht im Griff. Und du gibst ihm jeden Grund, dass er die Bitte gleich vergisst.
These sounds he's using.
Meine Hände bleiben sauber und die Weste, sie bleibt weiß. Du aber nicht was und ich schicke dir an auf ihn vorbei. Er richtet dich hin oder zu. Von einem Kind tropft dein Blut.
I just got crazy
Und
goosebumps.
werde ich dich wiedersehen, ist mir egal, ob du kriegst oder gehst. Er richtet dich hin oder zu.
I love those hums.
Von einem Kind tropft dein Blut. Und werde ich dich wiedersehen, ist mir egal, ob du kriegst oder gehst.
Angela.
Mein Hass tritt dir die Haustür ein. Mischte Gott Rache in sein Müsli rein.
God, this is good.
Ich wart gleich unten und höre, wie du schreist. Du hast besser viel getrunken vor eurer Kleinrangelei. Mein Hass hat heute besonders schlecht. Das wird da oben etwas ungerecht. Aber heute darf er mal raus. Er freut sich so darauf. Das werd ich ihm nicht versauen. Mein Hass hat heute freien Lauf. Meine Hände bleiben sauber und die Weste, sie bleibt weiß. Du aber nicht was und ich schicke dir an ihn vorbei. Er richtet dich hin oder zu. Von einem Kind tropft dein Blut.
Beautiful.
Und werde ich dich wiedersehen, ist mir egal, ob du kriegst oder gehst. Er richtet dich hin oder zu. Von einem Kind tropft dein Blut.
This production is amazing.
Werde ich dich wiedersehen, ist mir egal, ob du kriegst oder gehst. Er richtet dich hin oder zu.
Very handsome dude.
Von
Wow.
einem Kind tropft dein Blut.
Minimal expression on his face.
Ich wiedersehen, ist mir egal, ob du kriegst oder gehst.
God. That was beautiful. What? All right. My God. So what is it? I mean, what is it that got me goosebumpy, I guess, right? That's it. God, this is beautiful and heavy and like everything is in its right place, There's nothing extra in the production. It's like it's very appropriately curated all the way through. His vocal tone is incredible. I'm going to break down specifically what I find incredible about his vocal tone. The production is innovative. This is very innovative music production. Listen. Actually, over here more. Let's check this out. Listen to the percussion elements he's using. They're unconventional. It's kind of like, it's like sounds you would hear in a shop. Like you drop like in a big industrial warehouse, dropping this, big drum or something and making a big sound. But that's kind of like a metal door opening with really rusted gears. And then we've got distortion on it. And he's got these weird harmonies on top of the main vocal. Oh, it's so good. He's got such natural grit on his voice. Okay. Let's go back. Brilliant. I'm just going to listen through it again here. And I want to talk a little bit about the... do I have the lyrics here? Yeah, okay. So I have the translation. So, mein Hass tritt dir die Haustür ein. My hatred will kick your door down. So interesting, because in Meine roten Flaggen, I think we checked out before. I checked that. That's over on Patreon, which was the first one Sophie had me check out of his. Was it the first one? I can't remember. Have we done more yet? Maybe this is my second one of his. I'm not sure. Anyway, well, if you want to keep him on my radar, come on over and join Sophie on her ambassador quest for him. I love it. I love it. So interesting. And if I remember right, in Roten Flaggen, he personifies, I think it's hurt, like the emotional state of being hurt. He personifies it like he swears it hurt or something, It's like, fuck you, hurt. I think it is. So I try to be PC on my channel in case kiddos are watching. But yeah, it's like, that the song, I think, is a personification of hurt. Is this a personification of hatred? Almost like he's taken the emotion and he's put it outside of him. What a sophisticated concept for a song, especially for such a young human being. My God. Wisdom beyond his years. What? All right, let's look through these words a little bit here. Mein Hass tritt dir die Haustür ein. My hatred will kick your door down. Wird versuchen, nicht zu grob zu sein. He will not try to be too rough. So it's like it is. It's like we've made Hass, hate, become an become personified, right? Wow. And by the way, I've studied German a bit. A little bit of my background. I lived in the south of Munich for less than a year. I was there a couple times singing opera. I've had a lot of musical lives in my life, from singing opera to musical theater to producing EDM to indie singer-songwriter. I've really playing piano bars. I've done as much musically as you can do in my almost 50 years. So, so that's where, if you're like, well, where's this American vocal coach getting German from? Well, I've studied quite a bit in my opera days of singing. I have a bachelor's and master's degree in opera. So that's where some of this comes from, just so if you were wondering. And I love German. I love the German language. It's as much as it's personified as a harsh sounding language, to non-speakers, it's really actually a beautiful language. Sonic, from the sound of the syllables and stuff. But anyway, okay. So we've got hate personified. He will not try to be too rough. Don't be afraid. He probably won't kill you. Wow. In case you are still able to, you probably shouldn't turn back. My hatred will kick your door down. I asked him not to be too rough. What I love about this is, again, it's the detachment from it. I believe a part of human evolution is our ability to recognize these emotions as not ourselves when we have them. I'm getting into my little mindfulness side of myself, here as a music reactor. And, this idea of taking your emotion and personifying it outside of you to look at it as its own thing is almost a sign of evolution of human consciousness, right? Like, I think about it. That's what I mean. That's what I mean about me wanting to introduce you. Like, this is the kind of stuff coming out of his head. This is the things he's thinking about. How brilliant is that? Okay, let's go back over to the song. Now, we get the gist of the idea of the song. I won't get too granular. I want to talk about his amazing singing and some of the music production we're hearing, okay? I could probably spend an hour just breaking down little things about this song. It's so rich with meaning and texture. Like this sound, like that, starting off with that dramatic violin sound and then cutting to the name of the song as if it's the intro to some indie movie and we're in some indie movie theater. Weird and cool. I love it. And then the opening a door, the use of organic sounds in his music production, brilliant. I love when artists do that. It creates such an organic feeling, which, more and more moving into AI music worlds. Like, I believe there will be a counterculture pushback to people making hyper real physical dimension sounding music, which I would put this in the category of to some degree, It's very real world sound.
Tritt dir die Haustür ein.
And that tone quality of his voice, my God. Okay. How would we describe it? This little triangle trapezoid concoction is something I made because these are the 7 elements here between both of these that are the most common things that I think if you think about them in relation to someone's voice, you can understand a lot about what they're doing in their singing. And of these elements, what's interesting about the way he's singing? Well, first of all, he's got a pretty low voice for a pop singer or a contemporary commercial music singer. That's interesting. He's got a lot of depth in his tone. His vowels are pretty dark. That's another thing that's interesting. Oh, he's not brightening up his vowels. And that's not a German language thing. That's like a style of singing thing. Oh, you can darken vowels. Like I think about Robert Smith from The Cure. He has more dark vowels than some than Elton John, right? Elton John sings, with much more lateral vowels. So vowels, he's got very dark vowels, Berq does. Internal space, he does have some internal space, like a little openness, but part of the depth of tone is, mostly the depth of tone in his singing is coming from how low his voice is. He sings with awesome grit. Grit is, it's the squeeze we put on our pharynx, which is the space above our larynx, to get those gritty sounds active. He's really good at that. Super emotional, okay? So listen for some of those elements in his singing. And also, last thing, listen for how windy he is versus how brassy he is. Is he like, do you hear a lot of da 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 da? Is it more like that? Or is it more da 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 bop bop bop? Is it more brassy? Windy? Brassy. Where's his tone? Or is it somewhere in the middle? I think he's kind of back and forth.
Wird versuchen, nicht zu grob zu sein.
I could hear the wind there for sure, right? Super low note. Super minimal expression. No vibrato.
Hab keine Angst, bringt dich schon nicht
I love how deadpan his face is. How, like, he's not... So the way he's portraying it, these words are heavy, right? These words are heavy, but he's not portraying them heavy. So what does that say expressively? What that says expressively is that there has already been either one of two things. Either there's already been some emotional processing from the protagonist of the story, which is who he is, telling us the story. So there's a detachment from the emotion as if it's already been processed, or he's just numb and void of feeling it, like he's not letting himself feel it. Either it's processed or he's just blocking the emotion. You know, that's the effect. So you can sing about heavy things, but then not portray the emotion. And what emotion does it portray? It portrays like either detachment or having already processed it. Like, you know, interesting. So what is it here? I'm not sure.
Für den Fall, dass du noch
I almost feel like it's numbness.
kannst, kehrst du dann besser nicht mehr Mein Astrid dir die Haustür.
We're in D minor. What the, no, the chord. Anyway, we figured it out.
Gebeten, nicht zu grob zu sein.
That's A.
Doch bei bösen Jungs hat sich nicht im Griff. Und
I love the production sounds here.
mein Astrid dir die Haustür
Hear that keyboard up in the top, and then we've got these really gritty textured sounds on beat. So yeah,
Nicht mehr
hear that upper,
dir die Haustür
kind of like an old electric piano or something. So the sounds we're hearing, hear that on beat 1, we have like that mini explosion sound or a big thing being dropped in a warehouse sound. On beat, it's like it's acting as if it's a kick drum. Kick drums usually happen on beat 1 and 3. Snare drums or claps usually happen on beat 2 and 4.
Für den Fall, dass du noch kannst, kehrst du dann besser nicht mehr
1.
Mein Astrid dir die Haustür Hab ihn gebeten.
Hear what sound is being substituted for the snare. It's like a crunchy, like dropping a handful of like, I don't know, things you picked up off the counter.
Mein Astrid dir die Haustür Hab ihn gebeten, nicht zu grob zu sein. Doch bei bösen Jungs hat sich nicht im Griff. Und du gibst ihm jeden Grund, dass
So this is something I love. I'm a big, as far as my own personal music taste, I'm into indie music. I listen to music off the beaten path. I react to very popular music, but as far as my own personal taste, I'm into very experimental things. The music projects I've worked on personally, my electronic music projects, my house music projects and things, they're very experimental, very experimental. And I love sounds like this. I had this one idea once. I wanted to do a project where every sound I used were sounds I sampled either out in the wild or personally, like no sounds other than the ones I sampled. And it kind of reminds me of that, hearing these door closing sounds and things being used as like a kick drum substitute and stuff. So fascinating.
Die Bitte gleich vergisst. Meine Hände bleiben sauber und die West.
Hear how dark his vowels are? Bleiben la. He's not lateral.
Sie bleibt weißt du aber nicht was und ich schicke dir noch ihn vorbei.
It's so beautiful too. It's so easy. Notice here he doesn't have a lot of grit. He's not doing that gritty thing I pointed out up here very much at this point. It's not until later. This is very loose, almost like a jazz singer. Almost like an old cabaret singer or something, right? Fascinating. I love that little... And these little hums, they create such a haunting sound bed throughout the track, don't they? Here, listen to that. Wow. And then this piano. That sound sample. It's not quite a real piano, like a natural piano. There's something. It's a piano, but it sounds like it's a treated piano where they go in and they put little mutes, and you can go in. It's called a prepared piano, actually. Let me show you. Prepared piano. A prepared piano is like a piano where they put a bunch of weird little, you see there's like forks in there and like little, you can do things to mute the strings so that they don't, so that they make weird extra sounds. And I almost feels like the sounds we're getting here. Because you notice how the piano sound doesn't sustain. It's just like, it's very staccato. That's like what Pierre... Can you hear that? God, his singing is so intimate and beautiful there too, isn't it? Kind. And also too, like this is in modern German. This isn't like Bühnedeutsch, like stage German. Like when I sing opera, it's very like you roll and flip your R's, but in spoken German you don't. And this is much more in that sort of like colloquial style, which makes it just more raw and more accessible, more intimate. Almost like he's talking. It's so grim. Yeah, that harmony, that constant droning harmony in the back is so haunting and beautiful. Hear those oohs? And that little change, that kind of distorted pan. It's like there's a distorted sound and then it pans to the right.
Tritt dir die Haustür ein, mischte Gott Rache in sein Müsli rein.
Notice how that, we have this, so think about the rhythm. There's, it's not conventional. We don't have hi-hats ticking. We don't have a traditional snare. We just have this big drop on beat one. Right there. Hey, I like that.
Mein Hass tritt dir die Haustür ein.
4.
Mischte Gott Rache in sein Müsli rein.
So we have something on beat one. Boom. Da, 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 4, 1. We have something on 4 and beat 1. But we don't have anything on the snare on 2 and 4, and it's really common to. Notice we don't have anything on 2 and 4, or we don't have anything on 2 or 3.
Mischte Gott Rache in sein Müsli rein.
Actually,
Ich war gleich unten.
that time we did have something on beat 2.
Mischte Gott Rache.
Anyway, it's not a big deal pointing out all that, but I'm just saying that the absence of those things creates such space. It's like it's very minimal. He's avoiding using a lot of musical mechanisms that he could have in a very sophisticated way. There's a lot of maturity and wisdom. As a young producer, it's really easy to overproduce. That's what I used to do all the time. I was reluctant to let go of ideas that I thought were good. And so I would try to get all the ideas in there, and then it would just get cluttered. But he has an amazing ear for curating what sounds should be kept and which ones should be let go of.
In sein Müsli rein. Ich war gleich unten und höre, wie du schreist. Du hast besser viel getrunken.
Him singing to this tarantula like this in such a peaceful face is trippy and cool. It just plays perfectly into his persona.
Eurer Kleinrangelei. Mein Hass hat heute besonders schlecht. Das wird da oben etwas ungerecht. Aber heute darf er mal raus. Freut sich so darauf, das werd ich ihm nicht versauen. Mein Hass hat heute freien Lauf.
I love the octave doublings. Like there's da 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 da. There's his main vocal part, and then he's doubling it an octave above here.
Freut sich so darauf, das werd ich ihm nicht versauen. Mein Hass hat heute freien Lauf. Meine Hände bleiben sauber und die Weste, sie bleibt weiß. Du aber nicht verschont, ich schicke dir noch wen vorbei. Er richtet dich hin oder zu.
So beautiful. God.
Von deinem Kinn tropft dein Blut. Und
the guitar here is gorgeous.
Sehen, ist mir egal, ob du kriegst oder gehst.
He's amazing.
Er richtet dich hin oder zu.
There's that piano, that prepared piano.
Von deinem Kinn tropft dein Blut. Und werde ich dich wiedersehen, ist mir egal, ob du kriegst oder gehst. Er richtet dich hin oder zu. Von deinem Kinn tropft dein Blut. Und werde ich dich wiedersehen, ist mir egal, ob du kriegst oder gehst.
Oh my God, it's just so, this like, Oh my God, that is such a gorgeous melody. Wow. Okay, now you know about him if you didn't know about him before. And maybe you already did know about him and you're excited that I'm talking about him. If so, welcome to my channel. And if you want me to keep checking him out, I mean, man, like I have lots of people in my Patreon who are keeping him on my radar. If you want to come join him, be an ambassador for him. Like I said, the link's down in the description. So fun. Sophie, I'm so grateful that you're keeping him on our radar. Thank you for everything. It's been great having you in the community. And my brilliant, brilliant music. I love that stuff like this is happening out in the world. And I wish you the best, man. Berq, if you happen to see my reaction, shout out to you. Keep making music. You are talented as hell. This is amazing stuff. All right. More to come. Cheers.